Summary of The Art of Speed Reading People. How to Size People Up and Speak Their Language. By Paul D. Tieger and Barbara Barron Tieger. Identifying personality types. Speed reading people can help you determine others' personality types. Savvy managers use their knowledge of personalities to motivate employees and to develop more effective work teams. Quickly assessing a colleague's personality type is a form of speed reading. If you can efficiently speed read others, you can talk to them on their own terms. Your ideas will get through to them more easily. Each personality type is made up of 4 dimensions. Everyone is either an extrovert or an introvert, a sensor or an intuitive, a thinker or a feeler, and a judger or a perceiver. Whether you know it or not, you naturally lean toward one trait in each pair. Try identifying your own personality type. If you can't decide which description fits, pick the one that is probably closest to how you feel. You can verify your choice later. Consider these questions as you determine your type. 1. Extrovert or introvert, decide what energizes you. Do you prefer being among large groups of people, or do you prefer being alone? If you enjoy company, you are probably an extrovert. Introverts tend to be more private and prefer solitude. Choosy or iron, write it down. 2. Sensor or intuitive, do you like facts and details, or would you rather spend time trying to grasp the underlying meaning of information? Sensors are fact-oriented and they respond to knowledge gained from their 5 senses. People who respond to their 6th sense are intuitives. Sensors tend to be more down-to-earth, whereas intuitives are more imaginative and creative. Choose the letter S or N and write it down. 3. Thinker or feeler, are you an objective decision maker? Do you carefully weigh the pros and cons in a situation? Or are you more likely to consider your own and others' feelings? Thinkers are very logical and analytical, whereas feelers tend to be sensitive and empathetic. If a logical argument appeals to you, write the letter T. If an emotional approach carries more weight, choose F. 4. Judger or perceiver, how do you organize your world? Do you pay close attention to time and punctuality? Or are you always late? Judges organize themselves more meticulously than perceivers do, they feel an energy boost after completing a task. Starting a new project energizes perceivers. If you often plan your day in detailed increments, mark J. If you're more likely to say, "Oh, I'll make time for that," choose P. The 4 letters you have written down represent your tentative personality type. Now, revisit any pair of traits where you found it difficult to select one letter over the other. Read the following 16 personality type descriptions. Substitute the letter you chose but were unsure about, see if the description sounds more like you. Understanding the 4 temperaments. The 16 personality types fall under one of 4 temperaments. The groupings in these temperaments reflect the links between some personality types. Knowing the 4 temperaments gives you an effective shorthand method for assessing the people you meet. 1. Traditionalists, ESTJ, ISTJ, ESFJ, and ISFJ, people in this category, some 40% of the US population, are sensing judges, SJ. Attention to facts and details, coupled with a strong work ethic, make this temperament the most responsible. 2. Experiencers, ESTP, ISTP, ESFP, and ISFP, these spontaneous types are sensing perceivers, SP. They make up about 30% of the US population. 3. Conceptualizers, ENTJ, ENTP, INTJ, and INTP, these intuitive thinkers, NT, are independent, logical, and objective decision makers. Conceptualizers, who represent about 15% of the US population, tend to focus on the future and on the big picture. 4. Idealists, ENFJ, INFJ, ENFP, and INFP, these intuitive feelers, NF, also focus on the big picture, but they base their decisions on values. Idealists first consider the effect their decisions will have on others. They are empathetic. This type accounts for another 15% of the US population. Reading the 16 personality types. With a basic understanding of the 4 temperaments, you can look for specific clues when you try to speed-read someone. Traditionalists. ESTJs, extrovert, sensor, thinker, judger, are the most assertive of the traditionalists. They are quickly decisive, sometimes at the expense of others' needs. They often dress conservatively. ESTJs like to take charge of projects, but can be bossy and domineering. They usually are in positions of responsibility. Be assertive with them. They rarely take things personally and will respect you for not backing down. With ESTJs, base your arguments on reason and logic rather than on a personal appeal. ISTJs, introverted, sensor, thinker, judger, are the most conservative of the traditionalists. They prefer a classic, tailored look. They enjoy working long hours alone. The ability to focus is one of their greatest strengths, but that single-mindedness can spell inflexibility. They fulfill their responsibilities first. When speaking with them, keep your message simple. Make your points sequentially. Document your position. ESFJs, ed, sensor, feeler, judger, are friendly and outgoing. They will give you exuberant handshakes, shoulder touches and even occasional bear hugs. They are enthusiastic, if somewhat controlling, volunteers. Respect their feelings. Never suggest that they are irrational or over-emotional. If you must criticize them, first mention areas where you agree. They take things personally and won't listen if you offend them. ISFJs, introverted, sensor, feeler, judger, are quiet, modest and patient. They often prefer behind-the-scenes jobs. They speak softly and deliberately. They work hard and play by the rules. Sometimes their unassertiveness tempts others to take advantage of them. While they are loyal friends, they feel uncomfortable sharing things with people they do not trust. When you speak with them, make your message specific. Tell them exactly what you expect from them. Respect their privacy and apologize if you hurt their feelings. Experiences. ESTPs, ed, sensor, thinker, perceiver, easily adapt their behavior to new situations. They can be difficult to read. Generally, they are outgoing, energetic, active and skilled at telling jokes, sometimes off-color ones. With interacting with them, emphasize practical outcomes, and make the interaction fun. ISTPs, introverted, sensor, thinker, perceiver, are also difficult to speed-read due to their quiet, reserved natures. Identify them by what they do instead of what they say. They enjoy physical rather than social activities. Many are adrenaline junkies. They care more for their own comfort than for others' opinions. They may be drawn to risky occupations, such as police work or firefighting. When communicating with them, do not impose rules. ESFPs, ed, sensor, feeler, perceiver, are warm and friendly people with easygoing natures. Playful and energetic, they love parties. They prefer having fun. You may see their casual attitude toward life in the bold, bright colors they wear. They don't respond well to uptight people, so be relaxed around them. Try making a game out of everyday tasks. ISFPs, introverted, sensor, feeler, perceiver, are soft-spoken, modest people. They are extremely sensitive and nurturing, but may seem cool on the surface. People with this personality type do not call attention to themselves. They treasure their free time and often enjoy sensory activities like hiking or going to the movies. Appeal to their desire to help others by showing specific ways your ideas will benefit people. Conceptualizers. ENTJs, ed, intuitive, thinker, judger, are the ultimate take-charge personalities. They grasp complex issues quickly and exude confidence. They can sometimes appear condescending or even arrogant. They often have extensive vocabularies and leadership positions. They welcome bold and innovative approaches, just make sure yours is logical and well considered. Expect them to play devil's advocate and to challenge your position. INTJs, introverted, intuitive, thinker, judger, are the most independent of the 16 personality types. Because they are such complex people, others may have difficulty understanding them. They enjoy intellectual challenges. To impress them, focus on the strategy behind implementing your idea. Show how your concept fits into the big picture. ENTPs, intuitive, thinker, perceiver, are charming, charismatic and flirtatious. They have a flair for the dramatic. It can sometimes be difficult to tell if they are being genuine. They are impulsive and spontaneous. They tend to leave commitments for later. When you present an idea to someone like this, be ready for a slew of questions. They enjoy improving ideas, and they often want to put their own stamp on them. INTPs, introverted, intuitive, thinker, perceiver, are intensely private. These often brilliant, strategic thinkers are most at home with complex and interesting problems. They have a natural affinity for computers. Show them that you respect their expertise. To interest them in your idea, challenge their creative problem-solving skills. Idealists. ENFJs, intuitive, feeler, judger, have super communication skills. They maintain eye contact, touch frequently and openly show approval. They are sensitive to criticism, and usually withdraw rather than hurt others' feelings. They care how others judge them. Find the middle ground. Express your appreciation. With them, words can speak louder than actions. INFJs, introverted, intuitive, feeler, judger, highly value their integrity, have strong opinions, and it is difficult to get them to change their minds. Their positions are based on deeply felt values and convictions. Frugal and resourceful, they seldom are flashy dressers. Talk to them about how your idea helps people, focusing on future benefits. Present it in the context of the big picture. ENFPs, intuitive, feeler, perceiver, are outgoing, friendly and talkative. New possibilities energize them. They are jokers and storytellers who may use off-color language. They dress for themselves, often with an artsy look. Don't overwhelm them with details, rules, or procedures. They love to generate unique, helpful solutions. Challenge their creativity. INFPs, introverted, intuitive, feeler, perceiver, are the most idealistic of the personality types. They are extremely sensitive and have deep feelings. They can be impractical. They dress to please themselves. They share their true selves with only a few people. They can appear cold and aloof until you get to know them. Never dismiss something that is important to an INFP. You could permanently damage your relationship. Always tread lightly when discussing sensitive issues. Proceeding with caution. As you apply your speed reading skills, be aware that most people may dislike being labeled. Recognize that your initial guess about their personality type could be incorrect and avoid basing major decisions on your evaluations. Remember that the goal of speed reading is to connect with others, not to alienate them. Use the skill tactfully and strategically, and you will learn to resolve conflicts and communicate more effectively.